What's up guys, Mickle here, and in this video we're going to talk about some breaking news that I think is extremely bullish for XRP. I think all of us of XRP holders have seen all the XRP critics out there saying that XRP is a scam, Ripple is just dumping XRP on retail to make profit, they're never actually going to use XRP. We have seen all these different narratives being thrown around by the Bitcoin maxis and other people who are just anti-Ripple and XRP. Well guys, in this video, I want to expose one of these Bitcoin maxis as a total fraud, show you that these people really do understand the power of XRP. They just come out publicly and bash it because they know it's good for their own bags. In this video, I want to show you something absolutely shocking that's going to let you know that even the biggest bears on XRP don't even believe XRP is going to go down over the long run. Make sure to stick around for this whole thing. I think this is going to be really eye-opening for you. Like always, your support means so much to this channel. If you enjoy these videos, make sure to take a quick second to like this video and subscribe to my channel. It's really going to help me out so much. Also, if you ever need a good place to buy some XRP, make sure to check out my favorite exchange, Uphold, down in the description of this video. Guys, Uphold is giving away 50,000 XRP. Someone just won 20k XRP the other day, so do not miss out on your chance to win this 50k XRP. Go to the link in the description of this video and sign up for Uphold now. With that said, though, let's jump right into it, and I hope you guys enjoy the content. So I want to start this video out and just quickly jump into some very interesting news that just came out a couple moments ago, and that is that the SEC is seeking to prove that Binance and co-founder CZ committed an FTX-style fraud. Now, I thought this was really interesting for a couple reasons, but first of all, and most importantly, what a joke the SEC is. I mean, they totally missed the fraud at FTX. Sam Bankman-Fried essentially defrauded thousands and thousands of customers, billions of dollars. The SEC completely missed it. And then you have Binance, where the DOJ didn't even allege any fraud, didn't even allege there was misappropriation of customer funds. And here's the SEC saying, okay, we're going to find where the fraud was in Binance. So what I tweeted out was the SEC missed the fraud in FTX, so now they want to create a fraud in Binance, and Binance didn't even commit any fraud. So a total joke by the SEC here, and I think it just kind of goes to show that the SEC has no idea what's going on. They totally missed all the companies that were committing fraud. At the same time, they were investigating a company, Ripple, that didn't commit any fraud. And now they're going after a company in Binance that wasn't charged for fraud, trying to say, okay, we're going to find fraud somewhere at this company. The SEC is a total joke, but the other more important point I really want to make in relation to this is just the fact that so far there hasn't been any fraud at Binance. For the longest time, so many different people in the cryptocurrency community said that the next Black Swan event was 100% going to be Binance. Everyone was saying that Binance was the same thing as FTX. It was a massive Ponzi scheme. There was no customer assets there. And what we are learning is that these people were completely wrong. The settlement that we saw between Binance and the DOJ for $4 billion was essentially Binance getting the DOJ off their back, and the DOJ was coming after them with everything they had. The DOJ didn't allege fraud, they didn't allege any misappropriation of customer assets, and because of that, we avoided one of the biggest black swans in the cryptocurrency market. Now, it's going to be interesting to see if the SEC ever comes across anything. Based on everything I have seen from the SEC, I doubt they find anything in relation to fraud or anything close to what FTX is. I mean, at the end of the day, if there was anything that bad, the DOJ would have found it. They have much better lawyers, much better investigators. The SEC seems like they're just trying to create more fear, create more FUD around the cryptocurrency market, and are saying, hey, whether you actually did anything wrong or not, we're going to try to get you on something. A total joke by the SEC, but also extremely bullish for the cryptocurrency market going forward. We went through a massive credibility crisis with Terra Luna going down, with FTX going down, and the last thing we needed in the cryptocurrency industry was the biggest exchange on earth also committing fraud. It looks like that was not happening at Binance. They had some other smaller issues here and there in the early days, but when it comes down to something that would create a massive black swan scenario, a massive tank in the cryptocurrency market, bringing Bitcoin under 10K, that Binance event simply never occurred. Now, the next thing everyone's going to point to is Tether. Tether's going to do the same thing as Terra Luna, and I would argue the same way everyone thought Binance was the same thing as FTX, I would argue people are also making the wrong assumption when it comes to Tether and Terra Luna. People saw Terra Luna go into a death spiral. Everyone's saying the same thing will happen to Tether. I doubt it's going to happen. I think just like Binance, Tether did a lot of sketchy stuff before in the past, but I think they were actually able to cover up a lot of that and will end up paying a fine for the bad things they did in the past, but it's not going to be bad enough to create this massive black swan scenario. This means, in my opinion, most of the black swan catalysts are behind us. We have moved past the worst of the bear market, and I think pretty soon we're going to see a lot of bullish news and bullish momentum pulling this market off the lows into brand new all-time highs. Now, I want to move on and actually talk about something absolutely shocking that I saw the other day that's really going to show you how much of a fraud a lot of these Bitcoin maxis are, and that is an investor list in a brand new XRP ETP. For those of you who don't know what an ETP is essentially the same thing as an ETF. So what this is a way for people who don't want to actually buy XRP on a crypto exchange and do self-custody. It's a way for them to just buy a ticker on their stock exchange and invest in something that trades like XRP. And what we actually learned from Chad Steinberger here is that Anthony Pompliano, a famous Bitcoin maxi, a famous anti-XRP person, is actually an investor in the XRP ETP. Now, this is a complete and utter joke. I don't want to go through the clips on this channel right now because I'm sure most of you have already seen them, but time after time, Anthony Pompliano has said he will never buy XRP. XRP's a scam. He will never invest in Ripple, the company. Everything they're doing doesn't make sense. It's a total you-know-what of a company. And right here, we see that as he is saying this, Anthony Pompliano is investing in XRP through this ETP. What this shows me is the bearish case, the bearish narrative constantly pushed by Bitcoin maxis is a total farce. They make it up because they know XRP has the potential to be more powerful than Bitcoin over the long run. They know that XRP's tech is way better, and they know Ripple is meeting with the most important entities in the entire world. Now, everything I just said, they can't stop. XRP is always going to be faster, more efficient than Bitcoin, and is always going to have Ripple working with the powerful institutions. The only thing they can do is run around and create FUD. They will talk their book, they will say anything they can to try to scare you out of XRP, but behind the scenes, what we're seeing is they are hedging their bets. They know the same thing we do. They know that XRP is positioned perfectly to be a game-changing asset in our financial system, and that's why people like Anthony Pompliano cannot help but try to obtain XRP in a way where hopefully he wouldn't get caught. But he just got caught. We now know that Anthony Pompliano is legitimately an investor in XRP, despite him running around and constantly lying to the public. Now, the other funny thing here that I think is awesome is that Cathie Woods looks like she is also invested in this ETP. Now, this is really exciting to me because ultimately, I think a lot of these different cryptocurrency ETFs and ETPs are going to end up in her ARK Invest Innovation Fund, the ARK fund that has billions of dollars under management. And what that's going to do is create a new form of demand for XRP. Essentially, every single time someone buys the ARK fund, they're also going to be buying XRP off the spot market. And it's not only going to happen in her fund. People are going to see that Cathie Wood is massively outperforming the rest of the market with cryptocurrencies in her index fund, and other index funds are also going to add these ETPs. Imagine if something like XRP was added to an S&P 500 fund. Now, that's probably way down the road. We're probably really far away from that, but imagine the inflows into spot XRP that would cause. It would be absolutely massive, and it would really change the game for how much demand could be seen on the spot market because of these ETFs. A lot of people look at these ETFs as kind of a singular basis. Hey, how many people are going to invest directly into the ETF? But I think people really forget how intertwined these financial products really are, and what would happen if this XRP ETP actually ended up in something like maybe 300 or 400 different ETFs. The amount of inflows that would cause would be absolutely massive, and that's why I was super excited to see that Cathie Wood actually is interested in accumulating this XRP ETP. Now, this is just the beginning. I talked about in another video how I thought as institutions start to release these ETPs, it would create a tidal wave of essentially all the institutions racing to say, hey, we want the first real big XRP ETF, because this is definitely one of those cases where it's a first mover advantage. The first person to create a massive XRP ETF will likely dominate the market in the future. That's why it is so exciting to see big institutional players showing interest in this ETP. The fact that they're showing interest in it is going to make other institutions realize, hey, we do not want to be last to this thing. We want to make sure that our ETF has a great ticker and is trading on the market when this asset class starts to take back off again. And the fact that we see a massive Bitcoin maxi go against everything he has preached for the past 10 years, actually investing in this thing alongside one of the most popular asset managers on earth right now, I think that should be enough to show institutions there is serious demand for an XRP ETF, and I think we are a lot closer than many people truly understand to seeing these products trading on the NASDAQ, trading on the traditional stock exchanges, and I think this is going to create a demand factor that most people have not properly factored in. So just think about this next time you see a Bitcoin maxi running around saying XRP has no utility, XRP is just a scam, because the person who has been preaching this since day one is investing in XRP. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed this update. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. It really does help so much. And for now, Mickle out.